Go. All right, welcome back to Off the Script Podcast. We're back with a little update. We've been relatively quiet over the past month, I'd say. With a lot going on, as everyone at home watching this is probably aware. But yeah, we're just checking in to give you guys some updates, as well as talk about a few little topics here and there and what's occurring in the world. Yeah, so how have you been, mate? Been all right?
Well, apart from the obvious, so if the viewers don't know, well, I was put into hospital 3 weeks ago on Monday. Pretty much, I'd become extremely anemic over a long period of time through blood loss, through my colitis and stuff, and was very, very unwell. And it was looking like if I hadn't gone in, probably would have been dead within 72 hours. Obviously, with everything going on, you don't really want to be in a hospital either. But to be honest, it wasn't bad at all. It was quite quiet. So I ended up having two blood bag transfusions, 2 iron transfusions. I'm now on course of steroids, not bodybuilding ones, and a load of new meds to keep all the side effects under control and stuff like that. So ended up losing nearly 2.5 stone in 5 days, which is pretty crazy, you know.
Absolutely nuts. Crazy.
So I went from nearly 14.5 to like 12 stone.
What are you at now, if you don't mind me asking?
I've put a stone back on.
Okay.
I'm 13.1 now.
Jesus wept.
But yeah, so it's pretty shit on my front, but touch wood, recovery's going well. Meds seem to be working, and
especially with what's been going on, it's a blessing that you're healthy from the sounds of it, and you're making a good recovery, man. So
definitely.
You gave us a little scare there.
Yeah.
I just sort of like I was just sort of checking in, looking at your Instagram, and just looked at your story, and I saw that you having a transfusion. I was like, what the fuck?
What's going on?
And then you're like, yeah, I could have died. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
Everyone, all the nurses and stuff were like, you're really calm about it. I was like, look, if you can fix it, you can fix it. If you can't, well, I'm fucked.
Yeah, that's sort of the only outtake you can really have on that, I guess. Yeah. Like, oh, fuck.
We're here. Ended up staying in for a day. 24, 36 hours, something like that.
Okay.
Put me on a load of meds when I was in there. Yeah. Obviously, I was hooked up and everything. But yeah, not great.
Yeah, that's fucking not great. How was the actual? So obviously, what was the actual hospital experience like? So you said it was quiet. I'm assuming that's because there was not many people on a ward.
Well,
for you,
I was put straight onto the day ward.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Because they
transferred. That's obviously a ward that's just completely clear of.
Oh yeah.
Named, yeah.
It's So obviously most people have been steering clear of hospitals. I've been in one since all the shit's been happening. Yeah. So the way it seems is they've got specific wards for it. They're all separated from everything else. So I was at City Hospital in D11, D13, one of them wards, and they moved me to another ward on the second day, where they just ran a lot more tests and blood tests and everything. Yeah. I also have to take my blood sugars now as well because they tested me in there. They said it might be just the introduction to steroids to the body because obviously they're a foreign substance. You've never used them before.
Right. Yeah.
That can sometimes increase blood sugars because I was running like 11 on a blood sugar, whereas you want to be like 6 to 8 time. So yeah, I've got a pretty
what they put you on? Sorry, what medication are you on now? For recovery? Can you list off?
For everything. So I'm on oral mesosaline, which is for my colitis.
Yeah.
I have to take 6 of those a day. I'm on, I forget the name of the steroid.
Is it a corticosteroid? Or?
Yeah. Something for that. I have to take pretty much have to cycle it. So I have to do 6 weeks on. So I was on 6 pills a day for the first week, 5 pills a day. Now I'm on 4, and starting tomorrow it's 3.
Jeez, how does it feel to be on cycle?
Not as exciting.
Yeah, not as exciting as you would have thought, huh? That's fucking. That's
yeah. So I'm on all that shit. Obviously, doing my blood sugars and stuff pre and post meal.
Yeah.
Now everything seems to be in range, so I'm not diabetic by the looks of things.
Excellent, good news.
I mean, free Slin would have been a problem, but
Yeah.
I might try and blag it and just sugar load before I go get my just flog it. But no. The whole reason I went up was thanks to my mum. She's worried sick and took me up. Because I'm too stubborn, I wouldn't have gone.
Mums know best.
Yeah. What about you? That's pretty much it. What's been happening with me? So.
For me, God.
I almost died. Yay.
Yeah, you almost. God, I feel like we should have led with mine first because now it's anticlimactic, isn't it? Yeah, man, it's just the lockdown and everything, and obviously gyms are closed. Over the lockdown period, I've just been sort of trying to just grab more and more gear, the training kind, not the needles. I don't inject in my Delta. But yeah, I've acquired a barbell, about 100 key and plates, some dumbbells, etc. And I actually just got a bike today, which is very.
I saw that, yeah.
So I was just like, do you know what? The biggest thing I'm missing now is a piece of cardio equipment. And I figured, do you know what? I'm sick of being indoors. I'm not going to get an indoor bike. Let's get an actual bike. And we've got plenty of canals around Birmingham. I can pull. And yeah, I'm just going to try and take as much advantage out of the outdoors, especially now that the lockdown rules have changed. So it is like a good opportunity to actually really sort of get some good CV in. And also being high risk, which I am because I'm asthmatic, and also because I'm mixed and of a ethnic minority, which is apparently more susceptible to the COVID. I've just been sort of isolating a hell of a lot. Work's been bizarre over the past month or so. Probably I'd say 90% of people who live in the accommodation that I work at have moved out. Only people who are really still here are the people who are from other countries who can't go back home because their borders are closed. So it's a bit of a...
Or from Sheffield.
Yeah. It's an interesting time.
You stayed because your mum's NHS, or?
Yeah, so my mum's works in the NHS. She works on rehabilitation. She works with stroke victims. So obviously, I don't want to risk the health of her or the already high-risk stroke victims in that unit. So it just made sense to stay where I am. I've still got work here. I'm still blessed that I can actually still work and still earn a bit of a living, which is good. And yeah, it's just been dead quiet. And I think that's what a lot of it is. And I've noticed as well, like over the course of past couple of weeks, especially, I've still got uni work on the go. So I'm in.
Coming to a close there, right?
Yeah, it's just last pieces of work and presentations that are all online presentations now, and essays and bits of coursework and stuff. So luckily we did all our practical at the beginning of the year. So our practical assessments are already done. All our data collection for assignments and stuff and assessments and studies were done. So yeah, it was, in a way, in a awful storm of events, it was the perfect storm as well for me, and it did actually work out relatively well. But yeah, obviously, training's a bit shit. But to have any kit at all and be able to.
I've only got like a band and 40 kilos worth of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you just got to make the most of what you do.
Yeah.
You do have. So
you'll get the job done, but it's not my main focus at the minute anyway. So.
Yeah, 100%. Like, for you, I imagine the main focus is.
Yeah. It's getting pissed, mate.
I feel left out. I feel like I should have a beer on hand, but I don't.
Get yourself one, mate. Blueberry lime.
I've only got a bottle of Budweiser.
Get it. Open it up.
Should I?
Why not, Ron?
It's a good message to send across to the viewers on a bodybuilding and fitness show.
Yeah.
At least yours has probably a minimal amount of micronutrient availability, because it's
a little bit of blueberry concentrate probably.
Yeah. Whereas be drinking yeast.
Yeah, it's not the best. What we got? No, we got some antioxidants in there.
Oh, that's something in it. Bloody hell.
Sure does taste good though.
The only thing that's going to be antioxidizing my Budweiser is my kidney. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How's your head been then over the last 7-8 weeks?
My head was in my mental. Honestly, mate, mixed. Very mixed.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I think it's been like, the reason I'm faring as well as I am is because I obviously like a man of routine, as a lot of us are, and we just sort of go through the motions and done and tick the little boxes and keep ourselves busy. I think that's the main thing, just staying busy.
You go, especially with the sad recent news of Luke and
absolutely. It's probably one of the most tragic things to happen in my life. And bear in mind, we didn't know him personally, but it's like we've got friends and stuff and associates who do, and it's probably the most impactful things I think that's happened in my life in a while. It's like something like that, of that kind, something so fortunate. And I imagine most of the people listening looked up to him massively as well, and were big fans of Luke and everything that he's done. And at the moment, like, you just got to look at continuing that legacy, which, from what I've seen, from how the community has sort of banded together around the cause, has just been unbelievable, fantastic. Like, the charity, we'll shout that out. There's a GoFundMe for Luke and his children, because he has 2 children, as a lot of people know. And the response to that has been nothing short of spectacular. And
definitely.
Everyone seems to be trying to do a lot, or do their part, and spread awareness for that. I've seen a lot of sort of cool posts, cool work and stuff that's been put out there. I know Magic Eye put out its own.
Yeah, that was good. That was.
Memorial video for him and stuff like that, which is fantastic. And yeah, hopefully, I think the biggest thing is that we don't forget this and we sort of act on it.
Yeah.
As a community, because I mean, I'll be straight up and admit that mental health, I've personally been negligent of it in the industry, and like, people around me might well be struggling. I don't know, because I haven't actually made the time to actually ask and check on people. So yeah, if everyone listening, use this as an opportunity to speak to the people around you, speak to your friends, family, and check everyone's okay.
Definitely.
Try and be a positive out of it.
Yeah, I think that's another thing that's got me to just think, fuck it, let's have a chat, have a catch up, and
for sure. Yeah.
Because we've both got our own crap going on, but you can always make time for the people that support you and have been there for you as well.
And it's likewise, it's a blessing that you're still here as well, man. Because honestly, you just don't know nowadays.
True.
Like 2020 is just a shit show, honestly. We've just had the news as well that Mountain Dog John Meadows he's had a heart attack, hasn't he?
Yeah.
But from what we know, he's healthy. He's in hospital
on the mend.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
good.
You know what? I think that's testament as well to how healthy a lifestyle he manages to live, and how much he values his own health as well.
Especially at almost 50 years old,
Yeah, he's an older guy. Like who knows if he hadn't have been so diligent in his own health, he might have got attacked 10 years ago. You never know, and so life is fleeting. Value it. Look after it.
True. Especially being, in the situation I was in. I don't want to carry on with it, but it puts shit into perspective for you as well.
Oh, absolutely. I bet.
I haven't seen Katie for 2 months. We're going to see each other on Friday.
Good. It's about time.
Yeah, but 2 months. And luckily, I still live with my parents, so I've got company. But I know you don't.
Yeah, man. It's a weird one.
It's very boring and tough, and it's no secret. I have my own or everybody does. They've got their own problems, but if it just seems to get worse if I sit and reflect on things for too long by myself. Yeah. So I try and keep shit busy and keep the wheel turning and stuff 100%. Like that.
Yeah, I agree more with that.
Put other stuff into perspective as well in life. I want to progress everywhere. When things start opening up, I'll work my ass off and try and make something for myself because,
Same, man. Same.
20 years old and, it's time to up my game in more than one area of my life and roll on. So
bring on 2021, honestly, at this point.
Bring on something.
Bring on something. Bring on the end of this lockdown. So speaking of lockdown and such, when do you think stuff's going to start opening up? Obviously we had the little report as such, which was, from what I have seen, it makes sense, some of it doesn't, in my opinion. And obviously Paul Bozza has made it seem a bit vague to some people.
It depends, because my opinion on a lot of it is in disagreement with those guys. But from their perspective, I can see things probably starting to open up on a mass scale in the next 6 to 8 weeks. I can see. But I think you'll have like minor changes in the next 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, so what I've seen, the biggest sort of changes really have been that they said you can go outside for as long as you want to exercise or whatever, and you can meet up with one person as long as you socially distance in a public place. So make sure you stand two or more meters apart when you speak, but you can see people in person. So I think is big. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's, like you said, the importance at the moment of being around people. So I think that was something that a lot of people didn't necessarily anticipate, is the impact of loneliness and people not having people around them, or like social contact. I think that's like fundamentally, as human beings, we need to talk.
Yeah,
definitely. Social. So I'm glad that that's happening. I saw as well that they're planning to start some school years back, and they're starting back, which I don't necessarily agree with, the younger years.
I understand why, so they can get the parents back to work.
Which I question merely.
Yeah.
Because kids, we love them or hate them. They're not going to socially distance, are they? Let's be real. They're going to just be rubbing their own snot on each other and farting on each other and whatever else and being gross, as kids do, and they don't know any better. How would you tell a kid to stay 2 meters away from everyone else?
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
So I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know what the right answer is to that, but I don't necessarily agree with that being a good idea.
It's an awkward position because I don't even think the lockdown should have ever initially taken place. I think we're preventing the inevitable for the most part, but it's happened and we've got to deal with it. And it's one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah, so I disagree with you on that, in that I think we needed the lockdown. Whether it's been managed well or not, it's definitely had a potential positive impact, and the implications we've started to see on the NHS. And
that's what a lot of it is about, is making sure that doesn't go to shit.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, God, like if the NHS goes down, we all go down at this point. So yeah, thank God that the NHS is still running and there's still people out there. Shout out to our carers, keeping everyone else safe.
Absolutely. If it wasn't for them, I'd be in the ground now. So
yeah, 100%.
And I haven't got 15,000 for the fucking procedure that would have needed to be taking place.
Yeah, dear God. Like, do you know what? I've been speaking to some of my friends over in America, and my hospital experience when I was in America, when I snapped my ankle up and had to have X-rays and stuff. Thank God I had insurance, because if I didn't, that whole trip and everything would have cost me thousands upon thousands of dollars. But yeah, I can see why America is so of this thing.
Yeah.
Such a big thing for them, because let's be real, half of them probably don't have healthcare.
It's true.
And necessary to keep them safe if they do catch this virus. So yeah, it's difficult. But the NHS and our healthcare system, it shows the importance of it and how much we need it.
Definitely, 100%.
Moving on to something a bit more lighthearted and close to home. When do you think gyms are going to open?
When would I like them to be open? Tomorrow. But when do I think they're going to be open?
Yeah.
I think you're going to have capacity limit for a while.
I
think you're looking September-ish, I think. I know they're put in place in Ireland August, but it depends. I think places like Pure Gym and stuff like that will probably have a lot more things in place because of the amount of numbers they carry, members they have. And touch wood, a lot of the independent gyms somehow manage to stay afloat because it's massive. I don't know.
We're praying.
But ideally tomorrow, but realistically, I think September onwards.
Yeah, I think so as well.
It will be golden. So.
Well, better than my squat rack then.
We can share it. We just have to stay 2 meters away.
Genius, yeah.
Oh.
Go to Brum. Come into the back of my of the yard here and on my squat rack. I need to find a place to put it, honestly. What I'm going to have to do is get the two where it's like not a power rack, but it's just the two pegs.
Yeah.
Independent of each other. I'm going to have to get one of those.
What, like a shitty old bench press? One of those ones?
Sort of, yeah, because I don't have anywhere to store a proper fucking rack. I don't have anywhere to put it. I think it would touch the ceiling. It needs, to be honest with you. Yeah. So I'm going to have to somehow. But I think I'm gonna get like an old one, or jerry rig something up. I've seen that some people.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people doing some DIY stuff.
Yeah, so I might try and get into some.
Well, you can go B&Q next week, so.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, that might be a good idea. I'll just get two trees and hang it up with them.
Yeah, take them down. But yeah, you got any plans for the rest of the week or anything?
My plans for the rest of the week are to continue my my great adventure into the Facebook marketplace in search of plates and more equipment. I've got 100 kilo of plate and bar. I just need more, and hopefully I can make it up to. It's wishful thinking, but if I could get to 200 kg in plate in somewhere, so yeah, we'll see, because at the moment my hamstrings are looking rather flat, and it's annoying me.
My legs have disappeared, mate.
But you have no excuse.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, you've got you have a reason for that.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, it sucks. It really does.
Yeah,
but this is another probably looking at 5-6 months that I've had off. So over the last 2 years, I've had 3 months of training.
It's genuinely. We're going to have like a full-on VE day, aren't we, when this is all over? When everyone gets vaccinated and comes out their hermit holes and onto the streets. Which is going to be looking like Smeagol. That's what I imagine it being like. They're going to crawl out and they haven't been in the sun. They're going to be really socially awkward and not know how to talk to each other. It's bizarre, man. What a weird world we live in.
Strange time.
Strange times indeed. Do you think it'll ever go back to how it was before?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, it's inevitable unless
we get another one.
Well, yeah, but yes, as bad as this sounds, I think, yeah, unless there's another war. Because, if you look back, like across history, post-war is always a time where there's rebirth of society every single time.
Yeah, massive rebound. Rebound.
Fingers crossed. That doesn't happen. I mean, it'd probably get rid of a lot of fucking retards. But
all right, I want to just speaking of the idiots, and
we'll finish off on some retard talk. Yeah.
Have you seen all the stuff about the people who were like, after Boris's announcement, they were like, "Oh, Boris, what a prick!
Yeah,
you Prime Minister. Oh, I wish he would die." That's some of the stuff people are posting.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, are you crazy? This guy did die a month ago. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you know what? If you really want everything to be open again, you get on the streets and you have your parties and you drink with everyone.
Yep.
See what happens to you.
Yep.
Just give it a go. See what happens. Because it's just, I don't understand the thought process where people think that, it's all over now. We don't have to worry about it anymore. It's not. This isn't something that we have a choice in.
No.
And people seem to think we do. Like, we've been inside for long enough. The virus will be nice to us now. No, it's indiscriminate.
That's what I mean. I think there's a large majority of it is preventing the inevitable to some circumstance.
Yeah, I agree.
To
that in that way around it. Yeah, I do agree.
But. And as we've talked about, a lot of it is making sure the health service in the UK is prepared for perhaps, worse than it is, mass fatalities.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what will happen?
100%. But, you can't do anything about it. So, it is what it is. That's the way I look at it. Not really looking into all the conspiracy shit because it doesn't change anything, even if they are true, Yeah. Doesn't change my reality that would fucking can't go anywhere really. There's nothing.
I love the 5G the 5G Skynet Terminator theory or
Don't
whatever.
get me wrong. There's probably something to it, but it's not the cause of it or the reason.
It's not the virus.
Don't get me wrong. Electromagnetic radiation is going to have negative impact on your health, but
Not like that.
not like that.
Flu. Yeah. It's crazy.
What can you do?
Another idiot thing I saw was, have you seen the stuff about I think it's an LA County jail, and
No.
all the inmates thought that, do you know, if we all catch the virus, we'll be able to go home early from our sentencing. Don't know.
Right.
And that's stupid, right? That's a stupid thought logic. Yeah.
I mean, they were stupid enough to get caught, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So there's a video online from CCTV of them all coughing into a mask and wearing it individually. One mask, and they're all just passing it around and wearing it and drinking from the same water bottles and stuff. Anyway, as it turns out, 30 of those 50 individuals now have the virus.
Brilliant.
So they got what they wanted, but guess what? They're still in jail. And they're still
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Fuck.
Idiots. Absolute idiots.
What you been doing to keep busy then? We'll finish off on that on a positive.
What have I been doing to keep busy? I've been
Any TV shows or anything? Films?
Just been making my way through the video game that is Netflix and completing Netflix, which has been going all right. I finished Action. I finished the horror section, which awful. I hated watching those films. Not a lie.
Oh,
so there's actually quite a few scary horror films on Netflix. Who'd have thought?
any recommendations for people?
What was the one I watched the other day? It may as well be a horror movie, but it's not. I think it's called Red or something. And it's
Yeah.
like a romance or something. It's just a movie which is just one constant orgy.
What was
Really?
Bruce Willis and John Malkovich?
No, different film.
Oh, I thought that was Red.
I think it's an independent French film.
Oh, okay.
It's maybe
Rouge.
like a expressive abstract love story.
Oh, okay.
But it's just sex. There's barely any talking it, so I just feel I felt like a creep watching it off after 30 minutes. Yeah, I just felt weird watching it on my own in my room. So I turned it off and went to the good old PB instead. That's a better alternative.
PB?
Figure it out, mate. Or PH. People say PH, don't they?
I have no idea what you're on about.
The PORN to the HUB.
Oh, right.
No, the joke's not funny now. That I had to explain.
Sorry, man.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, I did some reading when I was in hospital. I got through Tyson Fury's new biography. It was really good. Autobiography.
Excellent. Sorry, I'm just getting my lighter so I can light my balsam fir candle.
Oh.
I can't go outside, so I'm bringing the forest to me.
That's it. What else have I watched? Just watched all the This Is England series and film again.
I think the light is dead. Damn it.
Brilliant. If anybody's never seen it, highly recommended.
Right. What's it about? Talk us through it.
So the movie is 1984.
Yeah.
It's not made in 1984. It was made in 2006. It's a British independent film. It's like a coming-of-age drama set in 1984 in northern England, and it's about skinhead culture. And and there's 3 follow-ups. Yeah, 3. I'm not fucking just because I'm bald. Do you mind?
Sorry, that was a low blow.
And then there's 3 follow-up series for the film, and there's 2 years afterward, and then 2 years after that one, and then 1990. So it's really good. It's really, really good. It follows the same characters across 4 years in that strange time in the UK. So
interesting. I've been also reading. What have I been reading? I've been reading the Witcher books.
Oh, okay.
It's a very good, really good read.
Polish author, right?
Yeah. So I've been reading the translation. I can't read Polish, but making my way through that series, and it's been great so far.
Good.
Yeah.
Training's been.
Training's been. it's a lot of barbell exercises and not much else. I've got two 22.5 kg dumbbells and banded stuff, but
I've got some adjustable dumbbells.
oh, cool.
A band. Well, I don't actually know the name because it's not a band, but it is a band. It's one of those.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know the ones.
It's pretty good.
That's all right.
Side raises and flies and lat contractions.
Yeah.
I got one of them shitty fitness barbells, you know, the 10 kilo ones.
Yeah, it's something.
I got one of them 40 kilos worth of plates and some smaller plates for dumbbells. So
I've been Jimmy rigging a heavier dumbbell out of all my dumbbells collectively. So I got a bunch of like my trouser belts, and I used those to strap the two 22.5 kg dumbbells and the 10 kg dumbbell together. So I've got this weird sort of almost like you know, like the helicopter ladders where you got like the bar and then the rope.
Yeah.
And I'm just been using that for rows, upright rows.
Yeah.
And, or not upright rows, bent over rows, and it is honestly the most awful thing on earth.
Really?
Something. It's honestly more of a balancing exercise because it wobbles so much.
I bet. Yeah, the stability is the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just going to have to buy more trouser belts, I guess.
Buy more trouser belts, buy more weights. It's up to you, man. What is it, like 100 quid for 20 kilos or something like that?
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
So what I managed to get, I spent 180 quid.
180 grand, yeah.
On my Olympic barbell, my 20 kg standard, decent quality Olympic barbell, just like you have at Ultimate, and then two 25 kg dumbbells I got for 90 quid.
Okay.
Which isn't too bad, all things considered. And then I got and I got two 15s for 60 quid. Oh my God, the amount of time I spent on Facebook Marketplace for free ads.
I have got a bench. I have got a bench.
That's good, mate. I don't. I've got the floor.
You can buy the bench off me if you want.
I don't know if you've seen on my Instagram story, I posted one, I was benching.
Up the wall, by the wall.
Yeah, I've got the two kitchen chairs.
Fucking brilliant range of motion.
Yeah. So I don't like, they don't tip back and I don't the bar will crush my face. And just being like lifting it off, but it's so incredibly awkward to have the lifted.
It rolls, right?
Yeah, it's awful. I've almost crushed my neck like 5 times. It's
not worth it, man. I'd rather just earn the muscle back when I go back, you know.
do you know what? I've accepted I'm not gonna build any muscle. I'll probably lose a little bit of muscle, which I have.
It's all right. If you lose some muscle, especially on the legs, your dick looks bigger. So
actually, so my issue right now is a lot of people have been saying that my quads and my legs look really big still. The fact that I've been squatting with 25 aside because I'm not strong enough to clean 100 kilos above my head. My upper body's fading more. So if anything, my dick looks smaller. Now I look a bit softer, so it's actually depressing. Yeah. It is what it is. What are you going to do about it?
It is one of them. It's one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah. Lockdown problems.
Yeah.
Problems. Right, shall we end it there?
Yeah, man, let's wrap it up for the guys.
All right. Thank you so much for watching the update from us.
It's nice to be back. Nice to have a catch up, and
it feels good to talk. And you guys found this entertaining, and I imagine you're all in need of entertainment. So soon we'll have another one out with a new guest.
Guest, maybe a couple of guys, a couple of friends.
Do you want to throw out any names?
I haven't got any names in mind. You know, I think maybe it'd be interesting if we had a discussion. You know, me, you, maybe Tim, Robbie,
Robbie, the boys. Yeah, absolutely.
The lads. You know, have a discussion. You know, just how we've been coping, because I know we're all driven towards the goal, and you know, it's like taking that food away from a baby, you know.
A good way of describing it that I saw, it's like trying to climb, what we're doing right now is trying to climb Mount Everest, but without a map and without going on the trail.
Fuck that, we'll do it Wim Hof style, in the nude.
In the
That's right.
I'm going to go in my budgie smugglers up that mountain.
The purple ones.
Yeah, and wear my Vibrams, of course.
Yes, I'm just going to wear one of those. So keep it warm. It's a thermal, so it's all right.
As long as that doesn't fall off, you're fine.
Yeah, man. That's all good.
Enough from us. Thank you, and see you next time.